the European nights at Old Trafford are always special, and to beat probably the best team in Europe, I mean, that was a great night.
That was our best spell of the season. I thought we played some superb football. We were looking really confident. The team had a good balance to it. It was flowing.
Second. Sheringham, 5! And even by Manchester United standards, this is simply stunning.
I think the defeats at Southampton and Coventry probably started the blip, and we never really recovered, and I think we're disappointed with the last third of the season.
There was no Schmeichel, no Giggs, no Keane and no Pallister. Neville got injured, Scholes got injured.
The most important players in our team, Keane, Giggsy, Pally and Peter, weren't playing, and I defy any team to play to its top level without the 4 best players.
Here comes Overmars now.
What a big goal this is for Arsenal.
And what they've done is fantastic, and I mean, they deserve to win it. Anybody who wins 10 games on the trot deserves to be up there, and I mean, we couldn't match that.
Always a chance here now for Trezeguet. Oh, what an astonishing strike.
You just got to persevere, and you hope that next year, but it might be the strangest thing of all is get in as a second place team will go and win it.
It's a record fee for Manchester United.
Manchester is a fantastic club to play with, the people over here and the stadium and the crowd, and that made, of course, the choice easier.
Is this the first of many signings this summer?
Well, it's a start. We have our ambitions, and are you going on holiday, Chairman?
I don't think, not for a while, I don't think.
Nobody had an inkling the King would give up his throne and bid Old Trafford adieu.
Just can't believe it. What's the God? It's like losing family, isn't it?
The King has gone. Long live the King. Thanks for everything. To Eric. If he sees this, thanks Eric. Thanks for everything.
Tottenham's Teddy Sheringham, the man brought in to fill the void, a terrific player in his own right, a man Alex Ferguson has seen plenty of at first hand.
And Sheringham, it's a wonderful chance, and he's taken it with typical aplomb.
I can only do exactly what I've been doing all through my career. I can't try to be anybody else. But then I'm sure people are going to make comparisons, but that's up to them.
"13 times Alex Ferguson has led Manchester United out at Wembley. What a record that is. The Charity Shield always provides early pointers to early season form.
In comes the whipped in corner. Hughes! Mark Hughes does it against Manchester United in the 8th minute of the second half. That's Johnson! Another corner. An equaliser for Manchester United, and Ronnie Johnson has brought them level at Wembley.
With no extra time, it was straight to a penalty shootout. The manager had no hesitation in naming names to step up on the hotspot.
Sinclair to take on Schmeichel, and the might of the Manchester United fans. And Schmeichel has saved it. First blood for the champions. Here goes Scholes, and Manchester United lead by 1 penalty to 0. Zola scores. And that one is right in the bottom corner. Doesn't find it this time. Roy Keane to keep Chelsea on the wrong end of things here. LeBeuf keeps the shootout going. So step forward, Nicky Butt. put this away, and the Charity Shield stays with Manchester United. And I'm sure their message as they retain the Charity Shield is catch us if you can.
A sentiment to concern the whole of football, and immediate success for Teddy Sheringham, though Peter Schmeichel was keeping his feet firmly on the ground.
He saw that I was getting all excited about going up to collect my first winners medal, and he's like, oh, look at Teddy, you know, he's got his first winners medal, all excited. And they've won everything for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's like, I don't know, petty cash to them, isn't it? Easy come, easy go, but I'm sure it's not, but it's just the way he made me feel at the time, which was quite funny, you know.
As the temperatures soared to greet a new season, it was Teddy who found himself firmly in focus. A return to White Hart Lane affording him the opportunity to score against his former club after Justin Edinburgh handled to give away the penalty.
An hour into his career in the Premiership with Manchester United, taking on yet another of the Cantona jobs against Ian Walker. The time of a match, particularly this early in the season, when it's a genuine test of concentration. Lead! Here.
And so the last laugh was reserved for the new centre-forward and how he enjoyed it. But it was a new centre-half concerning the manager. The Brazilian Celio Silva couldn't get a work permit. The German Marcus Babbel nearly couldn't make up his mind.
He wanted more money and he wouldn't sign right away. And I get bad vibes of that, you know, and it turned me off a bit, you know. I wanted him to sign there and then.
Happily, David May had agreed a new long-term 6-year contract with the club, but Fergie still wanted extra cover, and so he signed Henning Berg from Blackburn, a cool £5 million.
Henning Berg, fantastic buy. I think he's probably going to be the best buy for this season if he buys any more.
He's played well for Blackburn. Apparently Ferguson's been after him for a long time. He's got a good history, and I think that he'll do well.
His covering is excellent, you know, and I think he will prove to be one of the best signings we've made for a long time.
The good thing playing for United is that you always be challenged for the top honours, and I mean that's one of the reasons why I came here, because you're always going to be in with a shot to win something, and obviously you can't guarantee winning anything, but at least Man United, you're going to be there to fight for it.
Alex Ferguson meanwhile received his recognition for last season before the home game with Southampton, yet another Manager of the Year award.
And I just think on this side of the field Van Hobble might have a problem, the player who's supposed to be marking Giggs. Giggs again. Yes, he's rammed it. Oh, it didn't run for Nicky Butt. Will it run now? It has. For David Beckham. Well, the lad who's been rested has come on as substitute and ended what was becoming a period of intense frustration for Manchester United.
United, though, after their customary winning start, 2 out of 2 should have really been 3 out of 3 at Leicester. 3 times they hit the post, but it still wouldn't go. Ryan Giggs the next to rattle the upright as Casey Keller led a charmed life in goal. And when Paul Scholes completed the woodwork hat-trick, you kind of felt it wasn't going to be United's day. Still, it was another clean sheet, and 2 more were about to follow.
This can often be worth a corner to Manchester United when Neville is the thrower. Madison didn't make it, and Scholes was off balance, but here's Beckham! A true header. It was always going to go in. Got themselves caught out. Scholes was unmarked, but look at Beckham. He was always going to score here. Had so many options. Nobody on the back post, the far post to cover. With the cross, Sheringham came slightly off Bilic, but Teddy Sheringham scores his first goal for Manchester United. It's inside his man, and Sheringham, no hesitation this time, first time, but the deflection was Teddy.
Andy Cole keen to get straight into the thick of the action. Cole takes it back in his path, draws defenders. Oh, a bit of deflection, but Andy Cole will be claiming that one. No doubt about it, he meant it. 1-0, 73 seconds gone. Beckham to dip and curl while the goalkeeper stays on his line. It comes off Kane. Well, I think we'll call that a reflex action. Look at Ryan Giggs' work to get the ball back. As well to retrieve it. Now there's a chance for United. Player to the right, player to the left. Poborski gets it. Poborski scores. 3-0. The execution complete. Ryan Giggs worked so hard to create that opening. It was backed by Karl Poborski.
Scholes. Beckham. There's Roy Keane, who might have a shot. Oh! The crossbar! A thunderbolt from the boots of Roy Keane. West Ham are saved by the crossbar. Oh, here's Hartson! Yes! West Ham have scored! With their own crossbar. England against Moldova with another flying header.
We haven't really played that well, to be honest. We played well at Everton, but in the other few games, the other 5 league matches, we haven't really played that well, so that's a good sign for us. You know, we haven't played particularly well, but yet we're still top of the table.
Manchester United, Juventus, Group B, Feyenoord, ESFC Košice, Manchester United, Juventus FC.
Yes, welcome to Slovakia and Kosice, the ground not quite Premier League standard, although a futuristic modern structure is in the pipeline. In the meantime, the tie had been switched to the ground belonging to great rivals Lokomotiv. Typically, the United support was as passionate and vocal as ever, and the team didn't let them down.
Scholes, that's nice for Cole. He's got Irwin in support. It's Dennis Irwin. It's there. Squeezed through the legs of the goalkeeper, and Manchester United have the lead inside half an hour. David Beckham with a free kick, and out gone. Goalkeeper struggling, and in by Henning Berg. And his first goal for Manchester United. Andy Cole gobbles up a third with just a couple of minutes to go. And that's
Pallister turning away from Blake in his own 18-yard area. Now Blake's got himself involved with Pallister. And the referee's going to have something to do here. There was an off-the-ball incident. Gary Pallister's being hustled away by Schmeichel. They're both off. Gary Pallister and Nathan Blake shown the red card.
Eventually a modicus for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer too, who'd been injured in the pre-season warm-up with Inter Milan. Ole fit enough to play a vital part against Chelsea.
The serve. Pallister. And Cole is on.
Graham Lasso has raced across to the referee's assistant, claiming offside. And he's now been joined by half of the Chelsea team. It was just a question of whether Cole would score himself. He timed the pass well.
Petrescu. Zola's made an early run. He could get on the end of this.
And there's Mark Hughes.
Cross. but what a peach of a finish from Solskjaer.
I was just come on as sub and curled it in the top corner. It's that must be my favourite because I've been injured for 2-3 months, and to come back and do such a goal, it was a wonderful feeling.
Big men forward for Leeds, they're always dangerous from set pieces as Weatherall comes in and makes contact and scores.
Defeat against great rivals, but almost secondary compared to one of the season's major turning points, the cruciate ligament injury sustained by Roy Keane. As is often the case in these instances, it happened in rather innocuous fashion, but it had severe repercussions for the whole club.
I definitely heard something snap, you know. Dave came on and said to me as well, and I don't know if it's serious or not, but I definitely heard something snap, and I knew it wasn't my shin pad. I knew something in my leg, you know. And Dave says, what happened? You tear all your nerves, so you don't really know if you're injured or not, you know. So I went back on, but obviously I knew there was something serious, and we'd already brought on the 2-3 subs we were allowed on, so I thought if I go off, you know, we're going to be down to 10 men. So I went back on, but as I said, I knew that was serious and best to go off, because we had the game against Juventus coming up, so I was hoping I'd be fit for, but obviously it wasn't the case.
The worst case scenario, in fact, that would mean a season missed and a lonely road back to fitness. It's been a tribute to his dedication and single-mindedness that he's responded so positively. It's been a team effort. Everything he's done has been watched over carefully by physio Dave Fever. He's been such a major presence for so long for Manchester United, it's only natural that any team in the world would miss him.
In the long term, you really need a player of his character, because he's probably our best player, and I mean he's been the engine in our team for a long time. You need players like that.
It's a slow process, I know that. As I said, mentally that's the hard part, knowing that I won't be kicking the ball for 5, 6, 7 months, you know.
The night of the season, a night for any season. Juventus at Old Trafford with an atmosphere that will live long in the memory. The Italian champions have become great rivals. It's a mark of the level that Manchester United now found themselves at. These are the big nights. These are the ultimate tests.
And the atmosphere of that day is the best atmosphere I've ever experienced at Old Trafford. And I wish it could be like that every time. But I mean, that kept us going. And I think 1 or 2 of the Juventus players never experienced anything like that.
It was one of the great nights, you know, that we've had a few terrific nights that you always remember. But I think the fact that we came back from, you know, we started the game 1-0 down, if you know what I mean, at 24 seconds, and I even started chewing my chewing gum, you know. It was a shock, you know. But in fairness, the players set about the game very, very well. It didn't faze them at all.
And here's Deschamps, the Frenchman, away to the Portuguese Dinas on the far side, putting it forward towards Inzaghi. There's a possibility here, and an extraordinary start, because they've got into the lead, and that little man has done it again. It's a header by Johnston, which was pushed off the line by Peruzzi. United looking for this equalising goal. Bannister's header, and Giggs, and it's there. Now the flag is up. The flag is up against Sheringham. Sheringham, and here is Giggs in this outside left position. Now can he roast them from here? There's his cross. It's a deep one, and it's a very deep one to Sheringham, and it's there. Sheringham has made it 1-1. Terrific reply from Manchester United, with Giggs in that irresistible form down that left touchline, and what a cross this is under pressure, and what a leap it is from Kenny Sheringham, and that's 1-1. Johnson, oh, good play, and that's well, he had his shirt pulled back there by Deschamps. Now Deschamps has already had a yellow card. Knowles has told the referee didn't realise. Now it's a red card. It's a red card for Didier Deschamps. He's off the field. It's a good spell this for Manchester United, as I said before. And they might just finish it off here. It might just finish it off here. They have!
goal. He tore the Juventus defence apart and finished in the most glorious fashion. Pace, precision and ultimate power, and United now 3-1 ahead and absolutely untouchable thanks to Ryan Giggs. Zidane, the Frenchman, will take it. We're well into time added on at the end of 90 minutes. United leading 3-1. Correction, leading 3-2.
You said that Juventus was the benchmark, so what does this mean to United?
Well, it means that we're in a great position. But also it means that the players have shown they can rise to it. They have the capability to play that level, and they were against one of the best tonight. And I feel that's a measure of how far we've come. I feel we've needed that kind of challenge tonight because our league form's not been great. Hopefully that will give us a spark.
Nice back their 6-yard box. Beckham's corner. Goes to Sheringham. Oh, did he mean that? Teddy Sheringham in red-hot form. Scores against Juventus in the Champions League. And now here at Old Trafford against Crystal Palace. A cannonball of a shot. Palace give the ball away. It's 3-on-3. It has to be in Manchester United's favour. Beckham. Ryderson. Oh, dear me. Nowhere to hide at Old Trafford.
Ipswich trying to get their midfield players involved wherever possible. Petter has the pace and acceleration to get past Poborski. Gazelle, first touch let him down, second touch releases back in. He's one more. Alex nothing. Nothing. Marvellous ball to pick out Chirico. Shoot is the cry.
The youngsters' Coca-Cola Cup exit was followed by another one that got away at Pride Park. Teddy Sheringham again with the responsibility from the spot. Mart Poom with the flying save.
Rowett prepares to take the free kick. Curls it in, one chop! Oh, brilliant save, Schmeichel, but it's not enough for Baiano. Gobbles up the goal. One chop. He has this incredible style. It still beats defenders. And another one. And the goalkeeper. 2-0 to Derby County. And the incredible Paolo Wanchop. Mark Poom makes a safe catch. Peter Schmeichel look-alike. He even throws the ball like it. Maybe not as accurately. Neville. Goal. Sheringham. Tense attacking from United. Will Derby crack? Rowett clears to Cole. Oh yes! That's the equaliser. Inborn instincts from Andy Cole as the ball dropped to him. He didn't have time to think. He just whipped it in. 2-2.
This is Schenker. Genius player. He just conjures up a variety of ways to score goals, and that time he did it magnificently as the ball set up for him. Cole to Giggs. Andy Cole, goalkeeper committee. Andy Cole. Oh. No wonder he's down. Play continues. Giggs with three for support. It's Sheringham. Draft off back, penalty given. He was reaching for Teddy Sheringham, and in the opinion of the referee, he didn't quite get there. Dennis Irwin from the penalty spot. Gives Manchester United the lead they deserve. It's 2-0. And you can't see any way back for Feyenoord now.
It's crossed for Feyenoord, and they've got to go back here. It was a token gesture, though. United's European form, nothing short of exceptional. 3 out of 3 to head the table. It had sent a positive message that the Reds were more than ready in the Champions League. Meanwhile, the press were turning up the heat on Andy Cole as news of a United move for Chilean striker Marcelo Salas surfaced. When you're at the top club, you want the top players. Competition can be good for you.
When there's talk about another one coming in, that has to take a certain impact on him. And it didn't affect Andy, I don't think. I think he's probably played his best stuff at that time. I think maybe mention someone else. But, you know, he handled it well, I think, you know.
Curtis. Cole. Sheridan plays a lazy pass. Cole's onto it quickly. And Cole scores! Well, that will make the critics eat their words. A lazy back pass from Sheridan, the Manchester United supporter who lives within a couple of miles of the ground. And Andy Cole lets him know what Old Trafford's all about. Little flick. Cole's got a chance for a second. Oh, yes! He's returning to tip-top form. Alex Ferguson was under pressure not to play Cole today. He's repaid him. Cole makes a run across the back four. He takes defenders away for Giggs. It's 3. A Ryan Giggs right footer. Well, it owed much to the running off the ball, but that was a scintillating individual goal. Giggs. Cole. Chance for a hat-trick. Can he beat the goalkeeper? Yes, he can! A dagger to the heart of Barnsley. Given away again. Barnsley a little punch-drunk. United are picking on them. Ryan Giggs, the chief instigator. He scores United's 5th. Cole. 6, he says to the fans. And there wasn't a lot of resistance from the Yorkshireman. Curtis. Cole. They're keeping him down, they can't touch him, they're scared to touch him as he plays the ball in, and a cheeky back heel makes it a magnificent 7th.
Cole is 3 great finishes, so lads are really pleased for him. You know, it's what Cole is capable of, and hopefully, you know, he'll go on from now.
There's a hell of a lesson to be learned today. You know, we've played against arguably the best team in the country at the moment. You know, it's a big lesson. You know, I thought the 5th one was offside, mine. But, no, it was. It's one of those days. You know, you just got to put it into experience, and I hope our lads respond to it.
Solskjaer. Sheringham. Back to Solskjaer. Back to Sheringham. First time! A touch of true quality and class from the Premiership champions. Solskjaer. Sudden burst of pace and a change of direction. Cole. Cole again, a ricochet! And it's gone in! And again it seemed to go right through the goalkeeper, allowing poor Kevin Pressman's defence. It really was travelling. Cross to the deflection, it's Andy Cole, and this time that very definitely is Andy Cole's goal. The control and the instant finish. Beckham's kick, Sheringham! It's 5. It's Sheringham's second goal. Humphreys. Whittingham trying to gain ground to be with him. He's going to have to go it alone, Richie Humphreys. And
it's gone loose, it's Whittingham! And it's scant consolation for Sheffield Wednesday, but it's 5-1, and at least they've registered. There was an air of inevitability as soon as the ball fell at his feet that Kevin Pressman would be beaten for a 6th time this afternoon.
The highs, the lows, the ups and the downs. Alex Ferguson became manager of the month for October prior to that game. After the thrashing, David Pleat was given the sack. Who'd be a manager? Or maybe not Feyenoord's Ari Hahn for one, also given the bullet prior to the second Champions League date with United. Fan power as much as anything else had forced him out. It was a lottery as to who would be given the post, many big names in the frame. Eventually Gert Meyer took over, and he was in combative mood when United went to Holland for what proved to be a fiery and highly controversial evening.
It may have come off the defender, but it's United in the lead.
But I mean, that's a good spotter's clutch there, Owen. He knows that.
And did you see who started the whole thing off?
Oh, the big man.
Gary Pallister.
The big man, yeah. Serge.
To me, it was an horrendous tackle, and I was on the subs bench, and I had quite a good view of it. And you knew straight away that something, serious might have happened. And Dennis is one of them players that doesn't go down and stay down if he gets a bad tackle. He normally jumps straight back up.
First time in 23 years I've ever said anything in the opposing player, and I said to him, "Hope you're proud of yourself." And then the coach got involved. I think an older lad got involved first of all, and then there was a bit of verbals.
Yeah, he sent me a fax a few days later, just saying like he didn't realise the publicity it got over here, kind of thing, and that he was sorry the way he did it, I suppose.
But then talk's cheap. Owen was forced to join his countryman Roy Keane in the gym for a 2-month layoff, missing out on a crucial period for Manchester United, including the trip to Highbury. But then, did anybody guess the significance of this fixture back in November?
Manchester United in town, on top of their game, on top of 2 leagues, majestic at the moment at home and abroad. Arsenal have gone somewhat astray in recent weeks, but here is a challenge. If they can rise to it, it would certainly put them back on the rails. Wright's header down for Overmars, who's got such acceleration. Shooting into the crowd, but it... waiting for Adams to arrive by the near post. Sent towards him, as you would have expected, as Manchester United would have expected. That's Vieira! Neville showing him trying to drift in behind. Grimandi!
Well, he just makes the most of this. He don't miss many of these. Pulls on the back of Grimandi. He was never going to miss that, in my opinion. Great header.
This is Paul Scholes, challenged by Winterburn. Wright is onside. Schmeichel hesitates. Ray, Overmars in the centre. Winterburn getting there. It's Ray! And Schmeichel saved it! After the deflection, and it's belted away by Gary Neville.
Giggs shrugs off the challenge of Hughes. Good ball through, but good goal! Taken superbly by Nicky Potts. Giggs leaves Vinnie Jones on the seat of his pants. Wham bam! 40 seconds after coming on, David Beckham scores. Well, one thing that Wimbledon won't do is lie down. Suggestion of handball. Referee keeps the play flowing. Ardley tries to control it. Gale heads it back. Ardley's shot, he scored! Will that be consolation or will it be a comeback? Wimbledon score within a minute of United going 2 up. Perry. Little hesitancy. Hughes is through. 1-on-1 with Schmeichel again. A bobble, a goal. A touch of good fortune, but it's 2-2. It came off Vinnie Jones. United playing Wimbledon at their own game. Aerial bombardment. Beckham, remember, he's on a hat-trick. Sheringham. Cole deserves a goal. Cuts inside and gives it to Scholes. Sheringham again, he's been so dominant in the air, linking up well with Cole. Leaves the defender standing, and the goalkeeper. And Andy Cole gets his just rewards. He's been in the picture for virtually all 5 of the goals, but the 5th is the one that counts for him. Beautiful finish.
The breakthrough with a little over 5 minutes of the first half remaining, and surprise, surprise, it's Andy Cole again.
Solskjaer. Podolski, Czech playing against the Slovakian champions. With a good shot to Omar Parrin. It might come for Sheringham, it might come for the defender who scored an own goal. Oh dear. Sheringham. Solskjaer has run to his left. Sheringham striking a great goal.
Oh, that's rounded off the evening in style. Manchester United head for the quarter-finals of the Champions League on the back of another resounding victory and another glorious goal, this time from Teddy Sheringham.
Here was the old nap hand. 5 out of 5. United had qualified in the Champions League, the best record in the whole competition. Next up, United were 2-0 up and in cruise control.
Absolutely brilliant. There's no stopping him. But it's all happened in the early stages of the second half. But what is clear now is that Manchester United are in the driving seat again. Neville drives one in. Cole! Well, the result not at all in doubt now. The only question that remains is, can United get another goal? It is quite clearly an own goal, and a pretty disastrous one at that from Jeff Kenner. It's just been one of those days for Blackburn Rovers when nothing has gone right. But Manchester United were in control from beginning to end. Is there a team in the land good enough to stop them?
We don't win the Premiership, it's a bad season for us, you know. We don't want to see Liverpool, Newcastle, Arsenal parading that trophy around their town. We want to see it paraded around Manchester, simple as that.
Peak time viewing was 11:15 for United fans at Anfield, and talk about wide awake. With Alex Ferguson's final reminders ringing in their ears, United went about their task.
Well, there was never a doubt when he opened them up. Here's when he finishes. Such is his confidence. There is a mistake. A little bit of scrappy football that preceded this. He just gets caught up in awkward height. He doesn't deal with it. I wondered, was he going to look for Sheringham? Didn't enter his head. The confidence is flowing through Andy Cole now. But once he's through, he's looking just to get it onto his right. The rest was a formality for him.
Got it back to him under some pressure. Here's Owen! And David Ellery had a long think and points to the penalty spot, and Manchester United are furious with that decision.
Well, he had a long look at this, David Ellery, as the tackles come in.
This to put Liverpool level. He's done it! Liverpool team Drop back into their own penalty area.
Well, I think the fact that there's only Cole in the box at the moment suggests they're going to hit this. Sheringham just drifts in now. It is beautifully struck, man. Absolutely beautiful. I think David James, leaves him too much gap there. His concern is obviously the one over the wall to the goal side of the bar. He just can't save that.
And Manchester United have profited from that lack.
It's hard to take defeat in a fixture that's taken on so much rivalry in recent seasons. Andy Cole, meanwhile, was flying. 11 goals in 8 games. Eventually, he'd end up with 25 and second place in the PFA voting for Player of the Year. Congratulations.
Football's not about the pressure, it's about the players who, play football, and if your players appreciate it, you've always got a chance, and this season I think I've realised that, like I said, it would have been nice to win it, but I can't complain.
And this time it's gone in, and
went ahead. 2 minutes to go when other results conspired to send them through to the Champions League quarter-finals. When the draw was made, United found themselves on their way to Monaco, but not until March it would be, possibly for the last time. Ouch.
And with some bookmakers you could get generous odds of 5-1 for Aston Villa to win here tonight. Cole for Manchester United, Giggs with a chance. They'll be rewriting those odds now. Ryan Giggs gives Manchester United the lead.
Well, the one place where Oakes didn't want this ball to go was straight between his legs, and that's where Giggs has hit it. Lovely little flick from Cole, good run from Giggs. There it goes, straight between his legs.
Just past the halfway mark in the first half. The John Beresford corner for Newcastle. Deep towards Philippe Albert. John Barnes said, that's mine. But Schmeichel said, I'm going to keep this one out, and he did at full stretch. Now Watson tried to divert it, or did it just hit him? Not so sure.
It might have been better for Newcastle it didn't hit him.
Because Manchester United are breaking with 6 players forward here. All this stemming from Stuart Pearce's free kick, and it's led to Andy Cole, putting Manchester United in front. The counter-attackers have done it again, and United have brought a Cole to Newcastle, and it's a goal for the league leaders. Pearce, and another wonderful save from Schmeichel. And when the ball dropped to Watson, he couldn't get it back to a teammate in the centre.
Well, I think Sheringham's the one who gets the header away, but this is another fantastic save. Towering header. I mean, I half expected him to save that. Great header, plenty power, plenty direction. He's at full stretch.
A gigantic performance from a giant of a man, fully appreciated by his teammates, and no wonder. But Big Peter was missing for 2 games after Christmas, and with Raymond van der Houw injured, Kevin Pilkington stepped into the breach against Everton. Stepping out for his final appearance, Karol Poborski as substitute before his move to Benfica.
Beckham shares a joke with the linesman about where it's going. There's the goalkeeper. Johnson in, panic, off Barrett, and Berg makes sure. Pallister. But carries the ball ahead of him, Cole. 3 defenders and a goalkeeper ahead of him. Oh, what a finish from Andy Cole! Goodness gracious me! A knockout blow on Boxing Day. It didn't have power, it didn't have pace, but it had the utmost panache.
Whelan, he's freed Hall. This is an opening for Coventry if Hall can get round Berg. City, against the odds, have stunned the champions after 12 and a half minutes.
Austria in danger of overcomplicating here and getting themselves into trouble. Beckham's won it cleverly. Scholes now. Cole available. Scholes ball for Sheringham! A terrible mess from Coventry. But Manchester United won't complain, and nor will Teddy Sheringham. Huckabee. Oh, he's done very well here, Huckabee. So much determination, and it is a penalty. Dion Dublin. 2-2.
The best performance of the season, I'd have to say the first hour against Chelsea when we were at 5-0 up. That was probably the last time that we've put anything like a performance together in terms of playing to our capabilities and putting the chances away that we create. We don't seem to have played anywhere near those capabilities since.
Around the box for Francis, just you watch his movement here. Right in the middle. Cole. Taking on 3. Gives the home crowd what they were craving from the start. Beckham on the right, Cole inside, Giggs watched by Vega coming from the other side across the box, and it's Giggs! Well, he was watched by Vega at the start of his run, but not at the finish.
Not a bad effort either. And it's a goal! What a start for Southampton! Davis has scored in the first 3 minutes. Looks like Beckham. And is. And against the post. Solskjaer couldn't turn it in, nor could Cole. And the referee is giving a free kick, I think, for a dangerous high boot there to Southampton. Everyone's gone forward almost for United, including Pallister. The header on, Solskjaer. 3 men challenged it. There's McClare. Solskjaer with a great chance. Wonderful save by Paul Jones. Unbelievable. Ben Thornley is going to point to prove today. Cole turns. Oh yes, great start. 10 minutes gone, Walsall awoken from their dream. Onside, excellent run from Nevland. He's only been on the field 2 minutes, he's blocked. Andy Cole, Nevland, Cole shows him how to do it. 3-0. And on, the centre-back, the Frenchman, charges forwards. It's Bolly! Well, they've got what they came for. A goal for Walsall, the French connection. Roger Bolly brings a smile to the face of his manager, Jan Sorensen. Beckham. Jonsson's header, goal. He doubles his tally and makes it 5-1 United.
In the Cup, not a problem. In the League, not so smooth. Tony Cottee's sneak thief winner for Leicester City at Old Trafford meant United had lost 3 of their last 4 Premiership games.
The only luck that we had was going in our direction second half, no doubt about that. And Man United's 2 performances against us and Southampton, where they've absolutely camped themselves in our penalty box, and Southampton's haven't had anything going for them. But they are a fine side, and I've no doubt that they'll pull through.
Pollock allowed space. Good cross by him. Schmeichel collides with Taylor.
who pokes it over the line for a lucky goal. Relentless pressure on the Bolton defence. Will they crack? Beckham, Scholes, Brannigan loses it. Cole scores! 5 minutes to go. Last minute stuff. Beckham's corner. Flick down, Gary Neville! Wow, the power of the shot. Cannoned off the bar and took it about 50 yards.
It was make or break time. 10 games coming up in 31 days in 3 different competitions. A battle on 3 fronts. So Alex Ferguson changed the team for the FA Cup and Barnsley in order to keep players fresh.
Oh, Schmeichel, John Henry, first goal against Manchester United for Barnsley. He's done it. Schmeichel, a real howler. McClair digs through the centre and foul. Onto the scene comes Sheringham imperiously, and Manchester United are level. They've risen to the challenge after the Schmeichel error.
Beckham takes his time, seeks Sheringham. A fantastic goal by David Beckham. United toying with Villa to the final seconds of this game. Beckham right across the area and the goal, 2-0. Mission accomplished.
One shot. Pallister. Irwin. Sheringham with a bit more time and space, feeding Giggs. The obvious ball was Cole. Sheringham's continued his run. This is Giggs! Brilliant! A smile of celebration from the Welshman who started the move and finished it emphatically. Gary Neville. But Beckham. This is Cole. There are runners through the middle, one of whom is Giggs, who's round the goalkeeper, and the referee gives a penalty for the infringement by Rory Delap. The responsibility falls to Dennis Irwin. Mark Form in the Derby goal, saved from Sheringham at Pride Park, but this time it's a different case and a different outcome.
When you're reflecting on a season and looking for key moments, then the hamstring injury suffered by Ryan Giggs ranks pretty much up there. Giggs had been in sensational form, and his absence had a major effect on the balance of the side.
Until that, I think he was the best player for Man United. From that moment, we got in trouble.
Every time that he played, you could definitely see there was a difference.
The difference of not having him or having him in the team is enormous.
He's been absolutely superb. I think he's been a major contribution with his injuries, you know, why we've lost the title.
I'd have liked to play in the games and, you know, hoped that, you know, I'd have made a difference.
Here is Barnard, who played in an FA Cup semi-final for Chelsea. He's threaded it through for Henry, there's no flag. And a goal for Barnsley.
Well, I thought he was off. My first reaction, Martin, in all honesty, was he's offside.
Here's the free kick. And the second one. Scott Jones. Here come Alex Ferguson's team again. Full of fire and determination. Sheringham deflected. And Manchester United get some reward. Scott Jones has a run at it again. Well, this is sensational. Well, the cross is behind Cole, but Beckham can reach it. And Andy Cole's in the clear here and does get his customary goal against Barnsley.
9 minutes left, 3-2. And here we are with Peter Schmeichel taking the free kick that might represent the last chance for Manchester United to stay in the FA Cup. Pallister beaten by Markstead. Gary Neville! And May!
What is Ashley Ward doing blocking that? That looked to be heading from the bottom corner.
They're still under pressure, Barnsley here. Sheringham down, Cole! Oh, and put over the top by Ben Thornley. Berg just getting it on to Irwin. Sheringham. Phil Neville going on through the centre. Cole, Sheringham, now Philip Neville looking for his first goal for Manchester United. He's got it!
What a goal, and what a time to get a first goal. Judged by some of his teammates as goal of the season. Not so much for the strike as for what followed.
I have to put out Phil Neville against Chelsea now, because of his celebration.
You give it that celebration where you call in the other players over, and I don't think he knew what to do from there, but you know, it was a great goal and I was pleased for him.
The Principality of Monaco and the Champions League quarter-final. United fans from all over Europe descended on the tiny stadium to sing their hearts out for the full 90 minutes. It was a terrible surface for football. Consequently, on a night when chances were really scarce, Nicky Butt came closest to making it the perfect result. But it was a game that had clearly taken its toll on United. Back on the domestic scene,
Carboni. 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. And the skipper scores the opening goal of the game. And here's Paolo Di Canio, who's ready to torment the Manchester United defence. Carboni to his left. Di Canio! It's a goal!
It's the corner short. It's to Scurry. Ball falls to Berkovic. Round Schmeichel. Surely he must score. No, he doesn't. Sinclair does. Oh, for a second it looked as though the chance was gone, but Sinclair blasted it past Schmeichel. First big by Sinclair comes to nothing.
You tend to forget just how many injuries United suffered in the season. Ryan Giggs and Roy Keane are players we've touched on. Gary Pallister went missing after Chelsea. Nicky Butt was injured at West Ham. David Beckham was carrying a knock, and so too Paul Scholes, all ahead of the Arsenal rematch.
It was a big match, and in the end I think we just ran out of players and we were a bit tired on the day, but maybe if we'd have held 0-0 there, you never know, but it was a big game to lose that.
The decider was at Old Trafford, really. You know, scoring in the way it happened, us making the two substitutions in 30 seconds, and they scored at the same time. 78th minute. Never forget that minute. 78th.
Overmars. Bergkamp. Going to get it back for Overmars' run. Schmeichel decided to come, and Overmars is past him. Can he put the ball in the goal? Oh, well, that wasn't an easy thing to do.
What an effort.
Oh, that's a bad mistake by Dixon. He's given it straight to Cole. Sheringham follows up. Manninger makes yet another of these spectacular saves. Overmars. And that means problems for Manchester United. Mark Overmars still going.
Well, he's been the threat, hasn't he?
Petit. Schmeichel able to come to the edge of the goal area and get to it and pick, and Andy Cole goes on straight from the goalkeeper's clearance. It's Cole, and Manninger stops Manchester United again. In the Premiership and Old Trafford, and Mark Overmars has finally delivered.
We are back in the race, yes. We have games in hand, but of course that's not easy to say that we will pick the points with these games, but at least there is a chance, yes, to be back in the race, and it just is relying on us now.
There just wasn't any let-up. Peter Schmeichel, of all people, joining the mounting injury list just 4 days before the return with Monaco. It was all proving just a little too much.
Always so much passion in football because you can't predict it. You can't. Well, it looks like the giants of Manchester United against Monaco. Well, it's a Manchester United win, certainly, but it's never like that. You have to fight for everything. You have to earn your right. And I thought Monaco, over the 2 games, they did that.
Janssen, yes! Ronnie Janssen. Oh, if ever a goal was needed by Manchester United, that was it. Chance here for the young winger, or as a substitute to stretch his legs. Faced by Chris Perry. Gets around the first man. Still Thornley. Chip to the back post. Beckham! Scholes makes it sure.
Disappointing March looked to be continuing into April when Chris Sutton stepped up at Blackburn to slot a penalty past Peter Schmeichel in the first half. But the champions steadied themselves and responded brilliantly. They weren't going to give up the crown without a fight.
Giggs is well placed in the middle. He's got into a great position. Oh, that is a magnificent goal by Andy Cole.
One against Honcho. Cole gets the better of him, comes inside, drills it past Fetis. That is a brilliant goal.
Wilcox looking for Damien Duck, who hesitated, and Gary Neville steps in. Scholes in the penalty box. Beckham looked to pick him out. Oh, it's a goal! Manchester United take the lead. Paul Scholes. Towering header by Pallister. Giggs. Manchester United are back in control.
It's Giggs in behind Matteo. First chance for Manchester United. In goes Scholes. It was 2 chances, neither taken. Giggs and Scholes, and Liverpool very lucky to survive that inside the second minute. Janssen. For the equaliser. Beckham. That's Sheringham. It comes for Scholes. It's still Scholes. Oh.
This is David Batty. Speed. No flag. Anderson. And the goal given. Manchester United look at each other in despair. Schmeichel can't believe it. Owen. Giggs. Beckham. Making it a fine save by Shay Given.
2 successive home draws, and the United fans sensed it was all over. So different the emotion this time round. So unused to it. The players' commitment had been total, the desire as great as ever. Ollie Solskjaer's desperate attempt to foil Robert Lee had ended in a red card. It sort of summed up the season.
Sheringham finding Cole. On it goes to Scholes. First goal for Manchester United. Paul Scholes the scorer. Inside 6 minutes. And Cole looking to pick out Sheringham. And out it comes to Nicky Butt. Set it up brilliantly. 2-0 to Manchester United. In the 22nd minute. We have to remind ourselves that Arsenal are still in the driving seat, and 2 wins from them in the 2 matches they have at Highbury this week against Derby County and Everton. He's still there and turned in by Cole.
It's to Arsenal's credit they kept their side of the bargain to win the 2 crucial games. On May the 3rd, they were crowned champions.
You've got to admire the willingness to stick in there. I mean, like I say, everybody else was saying it was all over come sort of end of February time. But they've stuck to the guns. They know what they're good at. They've got some exciting talent there with Bergkamp and Anelka, and a solid back four. And you know, I mean, obviously that's a big base for them to work from. If they're not conceding goals, then they're always going to nick games. And you know, I think they've won a fair share 1-0s again this year.
Keep that ball in there, Neville. And they're queuing up on the near post, and in it goes to Giggs. He doesn't get many headers. They're special when they arrive. Irwin allowed a lot of room. And provides the cross towards Sheringham, who went down under the challenge.
That's a penalty.
Penalty given.
It had to be a penalty.
Philip Neville finding Cole. Used his strength brilliantly there, Andy Cole. May still forward. Beckham with the shot. It's 3.
What a great volley that was from Beckham. Absolutely brilliant technique.
And what of the future? Teenager Wesley Brown made a debut against Leeds, joining the likes of Michael Clegg and the talented John Curtis, who've both been selected for England B squads this season. Philip Mulrine has become a full Northern Ireland international, while Scott Alex Knockman is proving the future of youth at United is as exciting as ever. And it's always nice to finish on a high, and United didn't disappoint, whetting the appetite for next season already with a comfortable 2-0 victory over Barnsley. Goals from Andy Cole and Teddy Sheringham left United just a point behind the champions Arsenal at the season's close.
For this decade, we've been the most consistent team in England, you know, and that reflects greatly on everyone. It reflects greatly on the players who were here when it started the decade, and the ones who've carried it on. And that's the secret of this club now. You know, we have to have players who can carry on the success of the past.
£10.75 million worth of Dutchman Jaap Stam proves United's commitment to stay ahead of the rest. Ask anyone, they'll tell you Manchester United are still the team they all want to beat.